Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I want to give you guys a really kind of quick and easy tip that I myself actually found out about. I'm not even joking, around 2 days ago, and I've also seen a few articles now pop up with it. So it's kind of just one of those really nice, convenient, kind of easy things to go and double check or check in the future just in case you guys want to make sure your PlayStation 5 actually has the best download speeds and as well as also getting the best connection when it comes to multiplayer games and everything else in between. Now, I actually learned about this because as you guys know, I'm actually in the process of setting up my setup and kind of doing all the stuff. And I also have a thing called an Elgato key light, which as you guys know is connected to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, which also means that nowadays there's typically two different Wi-Fi signals. Typically it's like a 5 hertz and also a 2.4 hertz, which actually do have both kind of big differences. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of a quick and easy tip to make sure you guys are actually using the optimal settings for your Wi-Fi routers or as well your modems, or as well can I give you guys like that reminder tab. In all honesty, it might actually be worthwhile for you guys just to go buy an Ethernet cable too as well and connect it to your console. So if you guys will stay tuned, relax, and enjoy, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Go and pop by the Twitch stream if you guys want to. Link down below. We'll probably be live as we're watching this. Same with the Twitter if you guys want to follow. And of course, all the Amazon links for your consoles in case you guys haven't gotten them yet so far. So it's kind of an intriguing thing because like I said, I've actually been kind of tinkering around with this a little bit with my Nanoleaf lights, but as well my Elgato lights, which you could actually control via like USB through things like Stream Decks or your phones, all through Bluetooth. And like I said as well, right now, there's basically like a 5 gigahertz and also 2.4 gigahertz, which are actually kind of vastly different. If you guys want to have the best Wi-Fi signal, you typically want to go for a 5 gigahertz run, at least from what I've actually had a chance to go and see so far. So we've actually been seeing articles over here, even from comic book gaming, where they go and say, hey, in this era of where you want to go get some really good uploads and file sizes and all that good stuff for your games, a bad internet connection is awful. So I was trying to go download little games as of yesterday. It took forever. I was also trying my best to go and get other random things, such as, just making sure my connection's all good and stable for multiplayer games. So they're trying their best to go and push the idea and concept that basically all these other random fixes are, well, mediocre, unless you guys want to go pure Ethernet. Ethernet's always number one without any doubt in my mind. If you guys can connect that directly from your router, typically it's your router nowadays, from your Ethernet cable, you can put that directly to your console, and that's a direct wired connection. But as well, and this is also something, once again, I'm literally a part of right this second, if you do not have that, say you maybe have your setup on like a, I don't know, a home stand, maybe in your bedroom, maybe you just aren't by your main computer setup, maybe it's in an office and you're in the living room, whatever it might be, you want to make sure you're using the 5 gigahertz connection the best you can. So basically, it's always worth it to go do the double check to make sure your console is set up on the Wi-Fi network using a 5 gigahertz band and not the 2.4 gigahertz band. So basically, this would also improve your speeds in terms of network speeds, as well as also good for download speeds, is also for other connections, and also everything else in between. So if you guys want to go and do this, let me go and give you guys the quick run through. So as you guys go through your console itself, then you guys want to go here. You basically want to go on the very top right on your PlayStation 5, and you guys want to go to the settings. You guys can see your profiles, whatever. You guys go to the settings, and you guys can go scroll through all of these, and then you guys go to the network connection. With this, you guys have a chance to see all these other various options with, say for me, I'm on the Netgear 76, that's my normal connection. I am connected, I'm on the PlayStation network. So there's a few different options you can go from here. Number one, if you guys want to go and double check to see, go to your connection status and then go to view connection status. And as you guys can kind of go and see from all here, you guys can see like just the general information of everything. So you can see, look, I'm connected to the internet, connection method, Wi-Fi. I am not on an Ethernet cable. You guys should probably yell at me, but I'm also in the middle of like messing around with my setup, so I think that's okay. But also sometimes you do maybe have your console update. Maybe you have your internet go out. Maybe you also go and, I don't know, maybe you just live with other folks and they have a different setting for the default. Whatever it might go and be, you guys can go and check that stuff on out. So, number one, you guys just go look on this page. And if you guys want me to go and scroll down, there's a very nifty thing quite literally right here. You guys can, like, I have to like kind of skew myself out. And this is exactly what I mean. So as of literally right this second, for me as a person, I am not using the most optimal settings for my PlayStation 5. So you would go to the same setting menu, you go and view your connection status, and if you're like me and you're an idiot, and I'm trying my best to like show this like right over here, I am on the sub-optimal frequency length right now for my console. So if I want to go and improve this, obviously number one is you use an Ethernet cable. Like that's just the default. You just get those nice like weird yellow cables. There's literally a slot in your console itself. If you guys don't know what that is, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's 2023. you should probably learn it. But either way, it's just a little cable. You can buy it even on Amazon or whatever for like under $5, and you just plug it in your console. That is literally the default best way. But number two, you want to double check to make sure on the 5 gigahertz setting. So for me, I'm on the wrong one. I believe typically 5 gigahertz is a shorter range, but it's more powerful from my understanding. And then a 2.4 is more like wider range, but because it's like so widespread, that means also like it goes farther, but it also means the signal is like less concrete, less like dramatic or whatever it might be. It's like just not as strong. So if you guys want to actually go and fix this, you number one would want to do and press this test internet connection. Basically, you guys can't see this. It's like literally like this is the pains of a green screen over here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. Basically, you would go and have this little bottom thing. You see the little triangle that pops up. It says, dude, this is so awkward. Test connection speed. So then at that point, if you wanted to go and either test out your internet or make sure on the optimal settings, you press that and it should go through one of those like automated processes to go and like test it, go and see what the upload, download, and everything else is in between, and you guys can kind of go from there. But as well, there's also a few other various options too. If you guys go to the main menu right here, you guys can also see this test internet connection. Same thing, same pop-up or whatever. If you guys want to go creep on that, you guys can. Or on top of that too, there's a few other big various settings, such as you go to the settings section over here, which is literally just scroll down on the network, and you just press the same thing of connect to the internet. Now, some folks actually may have to go down over here to the setup the internet connection. I would literally do this right now in this video to make it live, but I also don't want to show my IP and have people show up in my house and or try to take me offline, although I do have a VPN for it, so it's probably whatever. But when it comes to this one, if you guys want to go and double check, you'd probably want to press up this set up internet connection. And then if you can, typically most modems or routers nowadays, depends on your concept, depends on your whatever, typically have 2 different settings. So for me, like I said, I have a 5 gigahertz one, which I should be on, or the 2.4 gigahertz one that I'm currently on right now, which is not optimal because I'm also literally right like an inch away from my modem and router, so it's just stupid. Like I don't have to have the long range version of something that's right next to me, but I'm probably just gonna go to Ethernet either way. So then you go through this option, you press it up, you reconnect to your internet, and you guys want to go and specifically find that 5 gigahertz option, and then with that, you'd just be able to go and have all your internet be perfectly good and hopefully set, and that should also improve your download speeds, should also include your multiplayer experience. If you guys are ever lagging, let's say you're in a Discord call, PlayStation Network call, or in a multiplayer game, or maybe just disconnect sometimes, that probably would be a stronger connection. But as I kind of learned throughout the years, a 5 gigahertz is good if you're closer. So if you're in a like single family home, maybe you're right by your office or whatever, you probably want to go 5 gigahertz. Some people might be stuck on 2.4 if they're like, say they're on the 3rd story. Maybe they're in the basement. Maybe there's a bunch of walls in between. You may want to check it out, test it out and check it out yourself to go and see how that actually kind of goes and works. But I just want to give you guys this quick and easy tip because as I said, I was not on the right Wi-Fi setting. My lights were not on the right that's kind of hard to say, right Wi-Fi setting. Same thing with my console too as well, was also not on the right proper settings. So if any of you guys want to be a part of that and fix it on up, make sure you guys follow this easy steps and hopefully you guys can be a part of it. Also does make all things a little bit too as well for just downloads, multiplayer games, connections, friends, whatever it might be. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Hopefully that was an okay explanation. I'm still in the middle ground of me trying to set up my setup, so don't mind me. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.